You're watching The Party Zone, coming to you from Jack's in, where are we, Westbourne Grove? Is it Westbourne Grove?
That's right.
Westbourne Grove in London. Welcome to the show, everyone.
All right.
Okay, now listen, what we're going to do for the people at home, you're going to introduce yourself to the camera, say who you are and what you're known for, just for the people at home who may not know who you are. So.
Okay, I'm Giles Peterson from Talking Loud Records, do a bit of DJing, and I work on Kiss FM and various radio stations around the world. That's me.
Cool.
Well, I'm Bryan G. I run V Recordings record label, also a DJ all around the world. That's about it.
Look, and that's the V recording tattoo.
Yeah, I never saw that.
I like that. Right.
I'm Oliver Boncio from Germany. 50% of production do hard floor. We did a lot of remixes, DJing all over the world, and yeah, we just finished the X-Mix.
Oh yes. I will be talking about that a little bit more later.
Yeah.
Okay, first of all, what I want you guys to do, we're going to play some videos, and I want you guys to say what you think. I want honest opinions. Some videos, not yours, so that's quite safe, you know, so don't worry. No one is going to, like, slag your work off, but you can slag everyone else's off if you want. Right. If you want. Anyway, let's go and watch the new video from the Beastie Boys. And by the way, you can catch them live on August the 28th at Reading Festival. That's going to be a good one. Let's go and check them out now, the Beasties. God, they rock. They really do. I mean, game over as far as I'm concerned. What did you guys think?
Well, boy, I was just into the music, to tell you the truth. I thought the beats were really fat behind that, and I couldn't really I didn't like the way they were dressed up in that outfit, like fireman's outfit or whatever it was. It looked a bit, I don't know. But the beats were good. I'm not a Beastie Boys fan, but the track was good. That's all I could say about it. The track was good. The video, it seems like was it a soundtrack, or is it something from a soundtrack? Because it seemed like they're trying to recreate something from a film.
I don't think so.
No, it's not a soundtrack video. Well, it could be Godzilla though, couldn't it? Right. Because usually when they do soundtrack films, they try to recreate like parts out of the movie and just take the mick out of it. That's what it seemed like to me, you know, like.
I don't think that's what this one is. Though.
No,
no, I don't think so.
The plot, I don't understand the plot.
But the tune's good, right?
Yeah, the tune was fun. It started off wicked.
I'm really into the Beasties.
Yeah, the beats were rolling, man. I mean, it would have been probably rolling more without the Beastie's voice on it. To me personally, you know, I just found the beats just like, yeah.
Okay, come on, I want some reactions to that one. He says it probably would have been better without the Beasties over it.
No, man, I mean, the beats are fat, but I'm really into the Beastie stuff since the beginning, and I can't wait to listen to the whole album.
I know.
And the idea from the video I really like, because, you know, Roland Emmerich now is doing the big Godzilla with a big budget and stuff, and they did it like the really cheap way, like the 60s.
It's great though. One time I was in Germany, I actually saw Godzilla, you know, like Japanese Godzilla, and all the Japanese people speaking German. It was great. It was so surreal. It was like, what's going on here? Anyway, Giles, what did you think?
Yeah, I thought it was cool. It's funny because they are the band that kind of managed to reinvent themselves. I mean, like, they started off and there was all the hype and they got the sort of, you know, you thought they'd gone forever, and they spent a couple of years getting their plot together, and now they're more sort of expectant from them. There's some people just buzzing about them more so than even Massive Attack in a weird sort of way. And, you know, it sounds great, man, really.
So how long was it since Fight for Your Rights? That's
the last album?
No, Fight for Your Rights. How long ago was that?
10 years.
10 years!
You're talking about
man, respect.
Those big change with the
very wicked.
Volkswagen.
I know.
The big thing.
They're having fun, man. It's pop music. It's just brilliant pop music. At the end of the day, they're just having a laugh, and you know, the beats are cool. They're obviously thinking about it. It's great.
Okay, well, definitely we'll go and watch them at Reading for now. Time for a little break and more chat in just a bit. Stay where you are. I'm still at the Ministry of Sound with Run DMC. So I see you guys still all wear your Adidas trainers, eh?
Yeah, most definitely.
We call them sneakers.
Sneakers.
So yes, sneakers. So are you guys still sponsored by them as well?
Yeah, we do things. They find ways to put money in our pocket. You know what I'm saying? We wear them for the love,
Keep
man.
the clothes on our back.
Because you guys wore them before they came to you, right?
I'm in it for the culture.
I'll buy a pair of Adidas if I see something I like.
We buy Adidas,
out
but we don't have to buy them. We
have
can
to.
go into the store, see what we want, write down the numbers, and my manager will call them up and we'll have it, whatever we want like that, or you know, but...
You could order this in for Little's feet as well, like mine.
Yeah, we can order whatever.
Definitely.
Right, Run DMC there. If you want to see the whole interview, then tune into the Party Zone on July the 24th. It's great meeting those guys, by the way. They were very cool. You were just saying, but they've gone all Christian.
Yeah, it's just like...
But Christians can still make music.
That's good, you know, because...
You don't have to be all like...
You get a lot of Muslims and all that, and like, they think that you can't do nothing once you turn a Muslim. You get what I'm saying? So it's good to see, like, you know, he's like turned into religion, but yet still he's like.
But making music is celebrating life, and celebrating life is celebrating the Lord. All right, gosh, wouldn't you like to have a toy like that, eh? The Piano Heads. What did you guys think?
I'm in that.
Yeah?
I like that. I thought that was good. That was good, because a lot of them videos, they're sort of, you know, they're just bland, but that was creative. It was great. Remote control stuff.
Yeah. You're quite simple, just one idea.
Wicked, Mum.
And just work on that. Cool. And the tune?
Yeah, I mean, I think it'll work, but I mean, it'll work in the normal things. It'll work in a club, but actually that sort of tune, you know, you need a really interesting video to really make it come across sort of, you know, over 3 minutes, basically, because it's the same riff repeated.
Instead of just girls in little hot pants dancing around, that gets really boring.
I thought the opposite. I just, you know what I mean? Seriously.
You'd rather have the girls in the hot pants.
No, I find that boring as well. You get what I'm saying? I really find a lot of videos boring. That one I thought you had to... I think like music is just, you know, videos sometimes are too serious or whatever, and you know what I mean, you only got 3, 4 minutes or whatever, and you spend most of that time trying to work out what the video's about, and so you know what I mean, you're either listening to a tune or trying to work out what it's about, and sometimes it's just too much.
Okay.
You know?
Okay.
Keep it simple and sweet, that's what I say, you get what I'm saying?
You like the tune?
The tune was average, it was a good average, garagey sort of bumpy tune. Probably rocking a party or whatever, you get what I'm saying, like beef or whatever, if you're on that sort of thing, I'd probably get into it, but you know what I'm going to say, it's just
right.
It's
okay. What did you think?
I liked the video, and but the track was just another average dance track for me.
Yeah.
Nothing
So
special.
you know that people in the clubs are going to go for it. They're going to like it. It's just one of those hip shakers, isn't it?
Yeah, what clubs?
That is true, very true. But the majority, like the big dance clubs. You know, maybe not the underground ones, but the real big commercial dance clubs.
You know?
You know, you're going to drop that one, they're going to go for it. They're going to wiggle their bums and their hot pants. Anyway, listen, now there's 2 books that I'm going to tell you about, because it's been 10 years of acid house, and you've been hearing a lot about it. Now there's 2 books that have been documenting the scene. There's this one, Once in a Lifetime by Jane Bussman, which is, it's kind of like, it's like a magazine-y kind of book with just, you know, newspaper clippings and all kinds of stuff. It's quite interesting, quite good reads, quite good fun.
Is it just about the acid, or is it right up to...
And afterwards, I didn't read the whole thing, I just had a quick look through it, and it looked like quite good fun. And it takes some of the key players in there as well, you know, it rates like all the nutters in the scene, you know, there's so many people in there that you know, it's like, oh no, he's in there!
We've been getting a lot of faxes about people writing books and like asking us to contribute, so I'm not even sure who it is. Or
this is a very good one. I mean, this is a story, this is a novel by Matthew Collins, Altered State. A fantastic book, really brings you back to the good old days. The only problem with this one is that it's potentially quite dangerous, because if you were a bit of an e-head back then and you've grown out of it, you may read this and want to go out and take drugs again. So that is quite dangerous, you know, keep that in mind. Apart from that, it's a great book.
I like that. I read that.
Yeah?
Yeah, that was wicked, man.
I just can't wait for someone to do a film. I mean, what's that?
Hold on. There was Human Traffic.
Is that the one with Carl Cox and
yes,
everyone
that
and
one.
all that?
That one should be coming out soon. Anyway, listen, we're going to go and watch some real old acid house tunes. We've got We Call It Acid, and a guy called Gerald, Voodoo Ray. We like that. Here they are. You've been on MTV quite a lot, haven't you?
Yes, I've seen any
I
of it,
didn't even
actually.
know you'd been on MTV that many times, because, I haven't had the pleasure yet of meeting you. So.
Can I ask you something about MTV, right? How strong is your news department? I mean, are they definitely good stories? They're 100% real stories? Because last week I was depressed because I watched it on the TV and they said that Tribe Called Quest had split up. And that was on MTV that I heard the news, and is that correct or not?
Yeah, it is. Very sorry to say, but listen.
Sorry.
Can we talk about you, please? Come on,
right.
you know, that's why you're
We've
here.
got a lot about me already.
Okay, so come on.
Yeah.
But apart from all that stuff we'd seen, what would have been some of the highlights for you over the last few years of what's happened in your life, your career?
Well, I think probably the highlight was Ronnie Size winning the Mercury Prize last year, because you know, we'd had sort of 3 nominations to to win the prize beforehand, but that actually came through and won it. And it was just great because it was underground music, and it's always difficult when you're working from a more major record label position to sort of give underground music the right sort of exposure, not to sort of sell it out, and to have the success with it. And I think with Ronnie that worked out really well. You know, we didn't actually compromise him, he didn't compromise himself, but it still managed to sell a lot of records and do well.
So how do you feel about Ronnie Size doing, you know, a lot of stuff for other labels like the Breakbeat Era thing, which is quite similar to what he does anyway?
Well, I think a lot of the, you know, a lot of people who are making music these days, they need to have avenues to be able to keep their ideas floating and flowing, really. And I think if you're stuck to a major label exclusively, then you're basically relying on them putting the record out every couple of years.
Right.
And I think it's really important, whether it's for Full Hero, Masters at Work, Ronnie Size, that they can still put out records on V, or put out little side projects here or they'll produce other artists, because it really allows them...
keeps the underground alive as well, doesn't it?
Keeps the underground alive, and it keeps them allowed to experiment.
Yeah, but you kind of feel though, normally when you see people doing different projects, there's normally quite a distinctive difference in sounds. You know, if people go, okay, I've got this one signed to that label, this one signed to that label, this one's more housey, that one's more trance, I don't know, whatever. People kind of make quite a distinct difference, and with Ronnie Size, we represent, that's not really the case so much though. The sound of the, you know, the Breakbeat Era is quite similar to Represent.
Yeah, but I think if you wait for the next Represent album, you'll realise that he's moved on a lot. And maybe the Breakbeat Era project is more of a parallel project, but he's just getting, you know, it's all building up to the next Represent album, which will come out next year. And there's a Crust album coming out in a few months' time, which again is like spaced out version of Ronnie, but it's moving on. All of it's moving forward.
So what label is that coming? I'm getting so confused now.
Well, Crust comes out on V and Full Cycle and on Talking Loud.
Okay. What, you know, just release it on every single label.
We're lucky though, because at the end of the day, you know, we're working with it. You know, for me, I'm working with the best people, and like they should get as many avenues. It's like jazz musicians in the '60s. John Coltrane recorded with 3 or 4 different labels.
Yeah.
You know, and his best records happen to come out on Impulse, and hopefully the best records by Ronnie Size will come out on Talking Loud.
He hopes. Okay, so there's that. There's the club.
Yeah.
And radio show.
Club,
What was the worldwide?
Yeah, I do a radio show which gets syndicated around the world, and it's on different stations from sort of Los Angeles through to sort of Istanbul. It's on in Tokyo. It's on in sort of odd places, Finland, and it's, you know, it's great. It's
I remember we was in
stretching.
LA, Orange. What's the place called in LA? Orange something. And like we heard your show out there. It's really cool, man. Yeah.
Your voice is being heard all over the world.
Yeah, man.
Cool, a bit of a superstar, eh? Choo! Anyway, listen, we're going to go and watch some Ronnie Size right now. Brown Paper Bag Represents and Breakbeat Era. So let's have a look at them.
To the rhythm made out of brown paper. Sounds that we bring are of a different nature. Rhythms get greater and the rhythms they get greater. Yes, another officer form for the chaser. New configuration, new riff and new structure. Built on the frame that'll hold and won't puncture. Tight, we wrap it up, it's wrapped tightly. Step to the rhythm made out of brown paper. Sounds that we bring are of a different nature. Rhythms get greater and the rhythms they get greater. Yes, another of us are full for the chaser. New configuration, new riff and new structure. Belts on the frame that'll hold and won't puncture. Tight, we wrap it up, it's rap, tightly. Step, 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 step. Paper, paper, paper. Step, 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 step. Step to the rhythm made out of brown paper. Paper, 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 step, 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 step. Paper, 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 paper. Step, 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 step. Out of brown paper, builds on the frame that'll hold and won't puncture. New configuration, new riff and new structure. Yes, another rougher tough.
Like a Yeah, mister, I'm just listening to your sister. We make nothing. You and me make something. I can't think it with style. Words that hit you like a pistol. We make nothing. You and me make something.
Hey, that's a new girl, just breaking in.
Okay, it's time for the Party Zone news stories. First story, DJ Punk Rock chooses to ignore the big names for his remixes and instead he wants you, bedroom producers out there, to make his remix with samples that are included on his album. So if you want to remix DJ Punk Rock, then what you gotta do, you gotta send your remixes to DJ Punk Rock, care of Independiente, The Drill Hall, Chiswick, London, W44JE. And the winner's remix will appear on the new single. What do you guys think of that one? Would you ever do something like that? Did you actually listen to what I was just saying? Come on.
I thought you was doing your own thing then.
Oh well, let's just go on to the next story then. God, you guys are useless.
Oh, you shouldn't have given us this album, man, because it's like, it's just got me, you know?
Anyway, next story. The Prodigy are to release a live video in August, and Liam is working on new material that will see the light of day as a series of EPs before the year is out. Well, I don't want your opinion on this story.
No, I love the Prodigy though, they're great. I love them.
I know, they are very good. Stereo MCs have the first release in their new Response label in July. It's from Black and Ice and it's called Crack Pipe. Very dodgy. Who knows when their new material will be out? I have no idea. Any one of you? No one?
It's meant to be coming.
Stereo MCs? New
Apparently
stuff?
it's meant to be coming.
Apparently it's been meant to be coming for a long time.
Properly coming.
Okay, apparently it's properly coming now, so watch out for that. Anyway, we're going to go and watch a video right now of a future Party Zone guest on the 10th of July. 10th of July, Liquid is going to be on the show. And here's Liquid with them. Strong. Okay, time for the Party Zone record reviews. First of all, Mystic Brew on Fat City. Has any of you guys heard this album?
No.
It is really good. I only had a quick listen to it, but it's really mad, eclectic stuff. It's kind of hard to really describe the sound of it.
Oh, kind of hip hop mixes it all up, doesn't it?
It's really hard. I mean, it's got all kinds of stuff on it. But to me, I listen to this stuff, and all I imagine is just being out in the field somewhere. You could just play this album like the whole way through.
Jay with the Damages on it as well.
It's very good.
New track?
Yeah.
So, second of all, Ways of the Dragon. Now, this is a very cool album, and look at the cartoon that you get with it. Have you seen this?
Yeah.
Look.
Cool. Crazy. It's cool.
Ronnie's eyes with. What's up with his eyes? All looking quite frightening. Anyway, it's, you know, represent Ronnie Size, it's the whole crew doing their thing. And yeah, it's brilliant. What can I say about it?
It's a slamming album. It's just like strictly rewind material on the dance floors. Believe me, I've been playing tracks from that for about 12 months now, so they've been tested and proven. And
12 months?
Yeah.
Dub plate, man. Dub plate this man. All right, last but not least, Norman J presents Philadelphia. Now, you can surely say something about this.
Well, he's the man.
This is your
Norman's
mate.
the man. He's kind of got the most knowledge. So I've been trying to get hold of this record off him for ages. He hasn't bought one for me, but yeah, it's got all the people.
I mean, I can see the track listing, and that's just like, the business. Believe me, that's, you know, that's close to my heart. This album, definitely.
It is very cool. What label is it on? It is on Philadelphia International Records. Harmless. This is okay. Whatever. Anyway, try to get all of these ones. Very cool albums indeed, and you guys are not going to nick them off me. They're mine. They're mine. I'm going to take them back home with me. Anyway, we're going to go and watch Brock Landers right now. Enjoy this.
Yeah, let's try it. Okay.
Okay, you're still watching the Party Zone. It's time to review another video. It's a world exclusive for the Party Zone, and it's a new one off the Skin label. It's from Indian Rope Man, Dog in the Piano. Indian Rope Man, the dog is in the piano. Apparently a Jerky Boys sample. What did you guys think of that?
Oh, God.
Not in it.
Not in it at
No.
all.
The dog should just stay in that piano. Don't take it out. Don't, you know,
I
just
think
leave it
we'd have been
there.
better off just doing a dance video or something, you know what I mean? To put some dancers on there and just doing a routine thing. I thought, although that's boring, but I don't know, man. That just, I don't know, man. It's me again saying that some of these videos just, you know, they're just too deep, I think.
Well, no, but that's not even, that's nothing,
It's
is
just
it?
like,
The other one at least had some sort of concept, the piano heads,
Had a story.
something.
Yeah.
I mean, probably the guys who've done it, they've got a story behind that, but by the time you dig into it, your track's finished, isn't it?
What did you think, Oliver?
I kind of liked the video, but the track was kind of boring.
No. Sorry, guys.
And I'm looking for the piano in the track.
But you know, I like that. There was a little sample in
A
there.
lot of
going
dogs,
on.
though. A lot of dogs. There's a lot of dogs in there.
There was a little Janet Jackson sample, Michael Jackson sample in there, I spotted,
Really?
which was kind of cute. Yeah,
Hey,
old
try
one.
and
But they
spot
kind
her.
of like
10 points for
they
you.
kind of messed it up a bit.
Okay. Well, listen, I want you guys to go and watch another video, actually. We're going to go and talk about that video after the break. There's a video coming up right after that, a break. Right after that, it's Oslo again. And the video I want you to go and have a look at is this one from Dave Bear. Crazy Dave Bear. He thinks he's Miami. I am Miami. Mad stuff. Have a look at it. Dave Bear, I Am Miami. Dave Bear, by the way, in this book, Once in a Lifetime, right? He is the Nutter of the Decade runner-up. He's just lost, winner by a nose, Brandon Block. So he just lost from Brandon Block. Anyway, crazy guy, but what did we think of the video and the track?
The video.
I'm not into it.
No?
Not at all.
No.
It just seemed like a video by a crazy nutter, just driving around, having fun, and that's about it. Just, you know, just his click, it's just his thing, really. Just watch it, really, and that's about it. It's nothing really to. I don't know, I didn't really see nothing in it other than just shots of Miami and him having fun, just driving around with his girlfriend, which you can't knock him for that.
I mean, I can't really see what else they could have done with it. I Am Miami, the Miami Music Conference. So.
It suited the track anyway, kind of coming like one of those...
Crap track, crap video.
Yeah,
it's a shame, really, because you should have done it the other way around. You should have had that as the first video and the Beastie Boys as the last video, and you finished off on a high.
I am so sorry. I'm so sorry. Anyway, sorry, Dave. I have to say though, Mr. and Mrs. Bear, to me they are becoming the John and Yoko of the dance music scene. Together, everywhere, even in the video. Anyway, that was it for the videos for today. Anyway, the videos that we are reviewing. Where else we're going to go? Oh yeah, it's the end of the show. It's not just the end of the video, it's the end of the whole show. Any final shout-outs? Anything that needs to be said before we go?
Yeah, just
I knew you'd have something. Go on.
Just watch out, we'll be back with big album, V recordings. Also watch out for the big Planet V carnival extravaganza happening at Notting Hill.
Nice one.
And that's going to be taking place August the 30th at Bagley's, straight after the carnival. We're going to try and create a big carnival party. We're going to try and get everyone like Norman Jay, we're trying to get Jars, we're getting like all the big beat boys, we're getting all the hip hop boys, all the drum and bass. Because no one's doing any big events in London anymore, except for open air things. So we're just going to try and blow the roof off.
Where is it? Bagley's?
Bagley's, yeah.
Bagley's, King's Cross.
King's Cross.
And that's what date again?
August the 30th. Planet V is going to be the big carnival extravaganza.
And that
everyone
starts
is going
what
to
time?
be there. It starts 10 till 6. You're going to have like Ronnie Size, Norman Jay. You're going to have all the top hip hop boys.
We've got to go there.
Spoonie. Everyone's going to be there.
Go and check it out. That's going to be a good one. Nice one. Anything else? No? Well, thank you so much for being on the show.
Wonderful.
Thank you very, very much. We're going to leave you now with Kirk. Crazy video. Go and check this one out. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you back next week.